Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm already laughing because once again, I am back here on the bed looking at a box because it's too big to fit on the table. This is the same day that I filmed a few other videos, so my cat is still over there. If you guys hadn't seen the other video, this is Luna. She is super sassy and gets mad at everything, but she is adorable. And this is Zoa. She's part Siamese. Pretty big cat, but I love both of them so much. Anyways, before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below if you guys like my videos and you want to see more. So obviously today is the part 1 of my dope slimes review. I think total, not if I'm saying that these 3 are the same slime, I do believe I got 12 slimes including the free 5-ounce that I was going to get. So that's quite a lot of slimes. This is the biggest package that I've ever gotten and reviewed, so that's again a reason why it's 2 parts and I rant way too much. So just as I'm unboxing so you guys can see everything, you'll see all the slimes and then I'm just going to split them, and then of course going to be part 1 and part 2. So here are all the slimes that I could fit in frame. Obviously you can't see them all, but out of the 12 slimes, I got 7 different textures because besides one extra that I got at one point, I've never tried dope slimes before, but I just really wanted to see what they're made of, so that's why I did this. So I'm going to separate the slimes as evenly as I can with different textures in each one, and then we'll get into part 1. So since this is part 1, I am going to be showing the extras. Here's the little invoice of what I got, just so that, you know, if there's anything missing, of course, I could let them know. So I love when people send that. I'm not, like, to that point where I can send that because, I don't know, it's, like, too techy for me. But these are the extras that I got. This is the 5-ounce that you get, I think, after you spend, I think, $35, and then after $75, you get free shipping. So those are kind of those extras instead of getting, like, extra slimes and stuff. So I think that's super cool. The shipping, like, the free shipping definitely saved me. And then I got this whole size Skittles and, of course, their extra bag. So thank you so much for that. I will say, without like sounding like a brat, I thought that I'd get like more extra slimes because of how big the order is, but then I kind of thought back and I was like, well, you get a free 5-ounce for these many slimes, or this like much that you buy, and then you get free shipping. So I was kind of okay with that. I've just seen other reviewers get extras when they did like $100 reviews, so I don't know if maybe, you know, the dope slimes knew about that order or whatever, but this is just the extras that I got. So in the extras baggie, I got some borax, some little candies, I do believe are mint, and it actually has like their little dope putty logo on it, which I think is super cool. And then of course the slime care card with their tags over here and their logo here, and just how to care for the slime, obviously, and then a 10% off code down here. And they also have a 10% off code for their putty, and if you guys didn't notice, I got a putty from them, which is in part 2, so I'm super excited to try that because I love putty, but I haven't been able to get like a really good one. So then of course they're talking about their dope slime supplies here, so they're like a whole thing. They have putty, they have supplies, and they have slime, which I think is really, really cool and definitely a good business to get into. So starting off with the 5-ounce extra that I got, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think they have either a cloud slime or an icy slime called Intergalactic, and I think it looks exactly like this, so I'm pretty sure that's what I got. It's kind of a guess game because they don't put it on there, which I think is kind of fun to try to guess what you got, but I was kind of tempted to get this one, but I didn't because cloud slimes aren't like my favorite, so I'm kind of glad I got this one. So this slime turned into this gorgeous color, and I'm actually surprised it's not a cloud slime, so it might not be the one I'm talking about, but it smells very nice, kind of like on the fruity slash perfumey side, and just I love this color. I don't know what about it, but it's just like, it's a color that I can't really describe because it kind of looks like maroon, but more pink than that, but not exactly magenta. I don't know. To me, I just can't really describe this color. Obviously, there's a name for the color, but I just love this color. And surprisingly, like the red pinkish part that you guys saw was clay. So that's why I don't think it's obviously a cloud anymore. I think it's a cloud cream. It is a little stiff and the fallout is kind of bad, but I personally think it just needs to sit a few days and then it will be perfect. And since this is an extra, I'm not going to rate it. The next two that I'm going to show you guys is Refresh and Relieve. These are two of their like relaxing trio. So the relax one will be in the next review. I wasn't going to split them, but I wanted to because I didn't want all three to be in the same one. I do believe they're all I think clay slimes or butter slimes or what do they call them? The thing or the container that they came in is called memory dough, so I think whatever texture that is, I'm not sure exactly what it is. But yeah, so this is the first one, and this is Refresh, scented like orange and mint. It does smell exactly like it says, and it is a beautiful, almost salmon color, but a little more neon than that. So super cute color. So the term memory dough never actually made sense to me until I felt this. It actually kind of feels like, this is just my interpretation, but if you took dough mixed with a memory foam mattress mixed with slime, this is what it feels like. So it's like super squishy and holdable, but it kind of has just the littlest bit of a bounce back. So I really do enjoy this one. I will mention though, this one did deflate a bit, and I do believe most of the slimes have this deflation problem that you're going to see. So I'm going to give this one a 4.9 out of 5 just because of the deflation. So this is the next one called Relieve, scented lemon and eucalyptus. Once again, this one does deflate, and I do believe they're all the same texture, but I did want to mention, I think they're supposed to be two-toned, and they mixed completely if that is true. And if it is true, it is a little disappointing because I love mixing slimes together. And yeah, so definitely disappointing. I do believe it was supposed to be. So probably all three, the one for the next video and these two, are going to get a 4.5 out of 5. I know I said 4.9, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's supposed to be mixed. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I will say, once again, the scent is really accurate, and of course, like I said at the beginning, did deflate. This next one is Circus Animal Frosting, and I really wanted to try this one because I love the, Circus Animal cookies. I loved them as a kid, and when I think the original people discontinued them for a while, I don't know if they brought them back or not. I've had off-brand ones, and they're just not the same as they used to be, even if they brought them back, because I don't remember which company it was that had them, but they're just not the same. They're still good, but I loved them as a kid, and I miss them so much, and I really just wanted this slime, so that's why I got it. This slime smells amazing. It's like the sweetest buttercream or frosting you could ever think of. I absolutely love it, and the beads give it the extra oomph, if I can say, that just pulls the slime together, but it did deflate just like the other ones, so I'm going to give this one a 4.9 out of 5. So this slime is a good representation of deflation. As you guys can see, it has deflated quite far, and it does inflate, but I think unless you're adding something to it, it shouldn't have this much deflation. This is, in my opinion, pretty bad, and it was also supposed to come two-toned with part white, and it mixed. So So the slime smells really good, and the jelly slime is like absolutely perfect, super thick. I love the little shell Fimo slices that were put into it, and the shell charm is absolutely adorable. But there was quite a lot of deflation, and it was pretty bad in my opinion. So I'm gonna give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Still super nice jelly slime, and I love it. The scent is very relaxing, smells like the Hawaiian scent that you can get, and it just smells really good. Just the deflation was pretty bad. This next one is Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher, and it is based off of the Starbucks drink, which I've had before, and it's actually really, really good. But sadly, once again, this one did deflate, and I do believe it's because it went into the packaging kind of inflated because of all these bubbles that you see. It's not even perfectly clear. So I think it's really hard to describe because some of them seem like they've been on their shelf for a while, that they just maybe reactivated and sent, and that's why it's mixed, or that they just made and didn't have time to let it sit and become clear again. So it's kind of really hard to describe. I think some of them had longer time on the shelf, and then some of them were just made. But I think if you don't have enough, then you should take that listing down. That really does suck because I wanted to try this because it's my first full fishbowl. But I think that if you don't have the supplies for it, or you need to make it, or it's not clear in time, you shouldn't post it. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be scented, but I don't really pick up on a scent. There's some kind of sweetness in it, but I don't really smell anything particular. So I don't think it was supposed to be scented, just to help with the clarity. But this slime is really beautiful, and the crunches are great. And I've just wanted to try a dragon fruit slime and a full fishbowl, so that gets 2 thumbs up from me for the experience. So this slime does leave quite a bit of residue on your hands. So with that, and the fact that it had a bunch of bubbles and it deflated, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. And I do want to mention really quickly, I know a lot of you guys think that I just point out the harshness of things in slime. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm really going to go into detail explaining my channel and everything, and why I rate things how I do. But I just want to mention, I'm not trying to be harsh. This was a very good experience, a very good full fishbowl. I just took off points for just what I explained and just some of the experience. But I love this fishbowl. It reminds me perfect of dragon fruit, and it's absolutely beautiful. This last slime is one of their best sellers, and this is Birthday Cake Ice Cream. For some of them, I looked at the reviews, and this one overall, a lot of people had problems with the next day, so I won't be able to inform you guys what happened to it. If anything happens, I will tell you in a little comment down here. But this one obviously deflated. Some people had problems with the scent and stuff like that, so I'm for me, it smells exactly like birthday cake. It smells great, kind of like the Circus Animal frosting one, but more on the cake side instead of the frosting side. And it really smells good. So besides the deflation, I think that this is a really good slime, so far at least. So overall, this slime is a very good clay slime. It's super thick. There's no residue or anything. I love the little sprinkles. The scent is perfect. It might be a little too strong for some people, but I love the strong scents. So I love this one. Besides the deflation, I love it. So once again, like a few other ones, it's going to get a 4.9 out of 5. So with that, that is going to be the end of part one. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know if I kind of sped through the review a little too fast. I'm kind of experimenting with the reviews because I know a lot of people say that I talk too long with the review, and then some people will like the details. So let me know down below if you guys like more talking so that the video is longer, or you like shorter videos and less talking, which means less ASMR and things like that. Just let me know what you guys like. I personally like talking more, but I know that can get really annoying. So again, just let me know, and I hope you guys enjoyed part one, and be sure to check out part two, which comes out in 2 days. So I'm super excited about that, and I hope you guys are as well. So with that, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.